thought I was going to be able to hide up there, so I'm not really excited about this, but okay. If you don't know me, my name is Bryn. I am Lindsay's sister, her only sister. Actually, her younger sister, thank you. Now that she's married, I can call her my married older sister. And I just want to say a few things. Many of you might know, but I did not like Adam for like a couple of years. It might have been that he broke up with my sister, and as her sister, or as Lindsay's sister, she liked to say a couple bad things about him. So I made him fight back for my respect, but he came crawling back to Lindsay, and a couple years later, I accepted him back too. So going with that trend, I'm just going to ignore you for a little bit, Adam, and just talk about my sister. Again, Lindsay's my only sister. She's my big sister, my little sister, and my best friend, all in one. Not only do we share the bond of sisters, but we share the bond of being quadruplet sisters, which is kind of an unexplainable bond between us. There are times in our lives when I can think about us arguing, and we might have said a couple mean things, raised our voices, a brother or two might have joined the fight. And if we were in front of friends, they would say something about our bickering. And we'd stop and be like, you don't know what it's like to be us. Like, step out. And then we'd say together, we'd start defending ourselves about, you don't know what it's like to be a McNicholas family. You don't know what it's like to be a McNicholas quad. And it would no longer become an argument between us. It would become us against whoever decided to talk to us. So they kind of, helped us resolve that and move on. But I really don't think many people understand the bond we share between my 5 brothers, my sister, and I. It's a very unique bond. We may not always look nor act like the perfect family, but we know how much we love each other. No one can understand, not everyone can understand that 7 children can be good friends and never end a conversation without saying, I love you. And if anyone didn't notice, I was the one that cried the least today. All my brothers were sobbing much harder. So not only do we have an amazing bond with our own parents and the 7 of us, my sister and I have the bond of being the only 2 girls of 7 children. She is the only person in the world I can be arguing with, and before the argument's over, we're hysterically laughing at how stupid it was that it ever started. She and I can speak without words and have full comprehension of each other's thoughts, and we can be each other's toughest critics and biggest cheerleaders. I mean this in a nice way, but I can't be happier that Adam went to Romania for a few months this winter. Only because that was the time that my sister and I moved into an apartment in October in Chicago. We were in a 2-bedroom apartment all by ourselves. So we were living and working as 2 young working professionals living out our single days. And by single, I mean Lindsay was clearly engaged. And every time we went out, she would try to find me the man of my dreams. I appreciate those efforts. Keep working. The time we shared in Chicago was precious. It was our first and only time we would live together as sisters on our own. There are many things that still held true from our childhood days. For one, we do not make the neatest sisters, especially together. We still aren't the best of cooks. When we go shopping together, one of us is bound to spend way too much money. I still search for Lindsay's approval of my outfit, and we often ask each other the simple question, does this make me look fat? And these chick flicks movies are still acceptable. Speaking of chick flicks, one time Lindsay and I watched a movie about sisters, and she later framed a poem from that movie and gave it to me as a gift, and it went like this. I carry your heart with me. I carry it in my heart. I am never without it. Anywhere I go, you go, my dear. And whatever is done by only me is your doing. My darling, I fear no fate, for you are my fate, my sweet. I want no world, for beautiful you are my world, my true. And it's you, or whatever a moon has always meant, and whatever sun will always sing is you. Here's the deepest secret nobody knows. Here's the root of the root and the bud of the bud, in the sky of a tree called life, which grows higher than soul can hope or mind can hide. And this is the wonder that's keeping the stars apart. I carry your heart, I carry it in my heart. As you move into the next chapter of your life, I want you to know that I will always carry your heart in my heart. I know Adam has become the love of your life, but he cannot replace the bond we hold as sisters. I do want you to know I carry a few more things than just your heart. For instance, I have countless scars all over my arms from your long, sharp nails. I also carry a fake tooth that I chipped on your head and then needed a root canal in the 8th grade. So thanks for that. To me, it just makes sense that Lindsay's the oldest quad and my older sister. She was always the one for doing things first. First of all, she won the biggest race of all, and she beat us all out of the womb. So her claim to fame was the best came out first. She still boasts about the fact that she got her driver's license first, graduated college first, it was only 2 weeks before me, and now, no surprise to any of us, she is the first to get married. This comes as no surprise, as Lindsay is loved and shares love more than anyone I know. As my older sister, Lindsay has taught me all the wonderful things a big sister should teach her younger sister. The biggest lesson Lindsay taught me was how to be a girl. I often imagine the hideous tomboy I would still be if it wasn't for her. She taught me her love of fashion and how a blow dryer and a little makeup could go a long way. Lindsay's taught me that life is full of adventures and that we shouldn't be afraid to leave what we feel is safe. Most importantly, Lindsay taught me how to love endlessly those around her. She has an open heart that is amazing in its ability to give and receive love. No matter where Lindsay has gone in this country or in this world, she makes new friends to bring along in life's journey. Now, when I finally allowed Adam to have a chance to be on my good side, I noticed the way he would argue with Lindsay. He didn't simply let her have her way, and was not shy to share his very honest opinion. In fact, the arguments between Lindsay and Adam kind of sounded like the arguments that Lindsay and I had together. It was only then that I could see this may just work out after all. Now I have the greatest honor of standing next to Lindsay as we welcome Adam into our family. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I don't need any more brothers. I already have my 5 brothers, plus Greg, and there was only room for 1 more. And after all these years, I'm sure glad it's you, Adam. Lindsay, I'm proud of who you were, I'm proud of who you are, and I'm proud of who you and Adam will be together. So here is to Lindsay and Adam. May you have long-lasting love and happiness. I hope you share the commitment that Grandma... Hold on. I hope you share the commitment that Grandma and Grandpa B were cut short on.